Hello and welcome to Pedro's world. Today I show you how to install a headset with the headset press tool. For this task you need a new headset, the press tool, some grease and some Allen keys. Headsets are variable parts of the bike and they have to get changed time to time. It's time to change when it starts creaking and when the bearings start to feel rough. Before starting, take your headset press tool . This press tool comes with two press plates and step cap bushings, which makes it compatible with most headsets on the market. It's for 1 inch, 1 inch 0.5, 1 inch and 1/4, and 1 inch and 1/8. In my headset, the bearing is already pressed into the cup. I'm using the plate because when I use the step bushing, all the forces would go directly on the bearing and it would destroy the bearing. So never press directly on the bearing surface, always on the cup. For example, this headset, the bearing and the cup is separated. So it works perfectly with the step cap bushing. Just slide it on and press it in. Check the user manual to see which setup you need for your headset. Note there's also a bottom bracket adapter set, which fit most of the press fit bottom brackets on the market. If you're trying to fit a bottom bracket, still follow the steps in the video and apply the same procedure to your bottom bracket. Before we can actually press in a new headset, make sure the head tube is clean, and for this I use a rag and afterwards bike grease. Now it's ready to press the cups in, and for that I do one side at a time. And I start now with the bottom side, for example. It doesn't really matter, but I start with the bottom one and put a thin layer of grease on it. Break this. So now it's time to install the bottom part of the headset. For that I'm taking the tool, sliding in it at the top. Slide all the bottom part. Then I align it with the pinhole. Slide the pin in. Then I start threading it a little bit until it holds. Make sure that the upper and the lower plate aligns perfectly. And then you can basically start threading. Take it easy and make sure everything is aligned so that the cup's going straight into the frame. Because if not, you can really damage your head tube, and that's not what we want. Press it until the headset is seated well in the tube. Now the cup is all the way in and I remove the press to just do it on the other side. Start again with applying grease. Place the tool, make sure everything is aligned and press the cup in until fully seated. So now you can wipe off the excess grease and double check if the headset is well seated. So now it's time to insert the fork and finishing the montage of the headset. Now I put extra grease on the race crown of the fork and on the bearings of the headset. I'm doing this to protect the bearings even more. Now it's time to put on the compression ring and the top cover of the headset. So be careful now when you let the fork go, because this headset construction doesn't hold the fork. It just is secured with the proper stem. Now it's time to make the last step. In my case, the spacers and the top cap. Now it's time to put the bike on the floor to do the final adjustments. And for that I put quick wheel in. Tighten the top cap until the headset is held together. And be careful, don't over tighten it, otherwise you might damage the bearings. Roughly hand tight. You should be still able to steer the handlebar easy, and the headset shouldn't have a play. Now you just have to align your stem with the front wheel. One way to do that is to align your handlebar to the fork. And then tighten your stem, and it's basically ready to go. I hope this video was useful for you, and now you know how to use the headset press tool.